Hello, my beautiful people. It's Caroline here with Empire 333. This is a divine feminine message that I was called upon to produce. Welcome back. Oh, okay. Too many cards. So, the message that I'm getting for the feminine collective is of endings, chapters being closed. Okay, so we are going to go in with what that means. Now, before you put fear into this, what I'm getting is that this is good. This is for the highest good. So it's like whatever is ending or phasing out is supposed to happen. And this could be in different kinds of scenarios. Okay, so let's see the scenarios that it's coming in, because they're telling me it's different for different people in the collective. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so one of the scenarios is, this is about your connection with your soulmate. Okay, so this is either soulmate or twin flame. Okay, so however you label that as. So what this has to do with is that right now your subconscious fears are coming out. Okay, and they're really intense right now, and this has to also do with the full moon we just had. Okay, so things are coming to the surface. And it's not so much about secrets is what they're telling me. It's more about you and the fears that you have when it comes to this connection, okay? So it's the balancing of emotions that is coming, being, how should I say, it's coming to the surface, okay, of how you deal with your connection. Okay, so this has to do with fears of like, however you dealt with it in the past, however you dealt with this connection, whether you are with the person or not. This has to do with, you know, any fallout that you had with them, any rift, any argument, anything like that, that, you know, could have led to a breakup or not, doesn't matter. So this has to do with you going within and realizing what fear energy you put into this connection. Okay, what did you bring to the table? Okay, what lower energies did you bring to the table? Okay, it's owning up to that. Okay, so that is anything else for the scenario? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this also has to do with you not connecting to your higher self when you were with this person, or when it has to do with this connection, not listening to your intuition, really just paying attention to what was going on in the physical, and not acting and behaving in a sense from your higher self. Okay, so what part did you play with this connection? When were you, what they're saying is, when were you not true to yourself? When did you try to please the other person while you were not taking care of yourself? You were not thinking, what about me? What about my needs? What about my part in this connection? Okay, so this has a lot to do with that. This has a lot to do with your disconnection with your higher self. Okay, you not behaving how your higher self would behave. Okay, so that's why these subconscious fears keep coming out right now. The emotions are at a high, okay? The intensity is just like mind-blowing right now. So it's really, a lot of people are in fear mode. Yeah, when it comes to this. Because it's really highlighting your, right now we're in Taurus season, so it's really highlighting partnerships, okay? So it's really about how, for all of you who want to be with your other, your SO, your love. So this has to do with you being a co-creator, manifesting that as a co-creator, okay? And you can only do that through your higher self, okay? So, this is really interesting. It always goes back to love. It always goes back to romantic stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, and as you're going through this period, as uneasy as it may seem, it's like you are learning, you are growing. You're learning about yourself. And in the past, it doesn't matter how old you are, okay, how old you think you are, you're learning about yourself. This relationship has made you grown so much. And if for some of you that you say, I did not learn anything, all I learned was pain, all I got was pain, heartache, whatever it was, you need to, okay, so what they're telling me is, this is your story, okay? You are the producer. So I'm talking about the love story, okay? In this scenario. If you are looking back to your connection with this person and saying, I did not learn anything, all I had was heartbreak, they did this to me, they did that to me, I never got closure, whatever it is, okay? Or they ghosted me, whatever your scenario is, however this resonates with you, this is about you growing, okay? No matter what took place. So if you did not learn what it is you need to learn, okay, you can't go back to this. Okay, I'm sorry I'm saying this in it doesn't sound, very thing, but this is tough love. So what I want you to do is, what they're saying is that they want you to look at your relationship, and you know how a book has an appendix at the back where it cites sources, where it gives credit to people who helped write the book in any way, any research that was taken, anything learned, knowledge, whatnot. So what they want you to do is, this has to do with your love story, right? Your book. Look at the appendix. Who would you give who are your sources? What have you learned? Who are you giving credit to? Because if you've learned what it is you need to learn, then you would give credit to yourself. And once you do that, once you learn whatever it was you need to learn, you thank that person, you thank yourself, okay? Because you're masculine, okay? No matter how no matter how your connection panned out, regardless of what, even if it was ugly, even if it got, nasty, whatever it was, whatever heartache you've had, you're still learning. You're still growing. And so for some of you, I want to say, whoever thinks that they didn't learn anything, I want you to really review your connection and say, what did I learn? What did I learn from this connection about myself? Because it is about yourself, okay? That is coming up very strongly. And so once you learn what it is you need to learn, it's like you close that chapter. And this does not necessarily have to mean you break up forever, you're never getting back, okay? What it has to do with is that being phased out, how you behaved in the connection before, and now how you're going to go towards that connection in a different way, okay? In a different type of behavior with a different energy, okay? So cycles are closing, but this does not have to be in the, how should I say it? This does not have to be that you'll never get back with your masculine. Yes, it's looking at it from the higher perspective. It's waking up, okay? Waking up to what is this connection about? What have I learned? What has it taught me about myself? Because most of you, what has been happening is that you haven't been focusing on yourself. You have not gone within. All you're focusing is on your masculine, okay? And so therefore, you haven't learned what it is about yourself. It's all about yourself, okay? It's all about you transmuting the energies so you can fully awaken to the true you, okay? The real you, your higher self, where your higher self integrates and then you act through your higher self. The energy is completely different. So once you learn whatever it is you need to learn, then there is a shift. There's this shift that takes place, okay? And it's amazing. I want to tell you all that. And some of you might say, you know, oh, hell no, I'm not going to thank my masculine because all they did was put me through pain and whatnot. But what is it that you learned about yourself? It's really learning boundaries, because you did not set those boundaries when you were with them, okay? So things got out of hand because you both were disconnected from higher energies, right? So ask yourself, what did I learn? It's all about yourself, okay? Yep. And that's why you're moving out of this. You're moving out of this being stuck in all that mindset of the past, that you can't get what you want, and that you're going to just go with your masculine's flow. What are they feeling? What are they thinking? Analyzing every word that they say or said. This is being a prisoner. This is being imbalanced, okay? This is depending on your masculine, depending on your masculine, on how you feel about everything. You're stressed out because your masculine is not doing A, B, or C, you know? This is about that. This is about making your decision based on your masculine. Like everything in your life revolves around them. That makes you a prisoner, okay? That mindset has got to change because you are you, okay, feminine? This is not about what your masculine is doing and whatnot. And if you've watched me before and my videos, this all has to do about you shifting, and that therefore your masculine mirrors you, okay? There's no way. If you do the work that you're supposed to do, if you do the growing, you do the shifting, okay? If you raise your consciousness, the masculine follows, okay? Because you're in this together. You both share a higher self, especially if you're a twin, okay? So, yes, exactly. This is co-creation, okay? This is... Okay, I want you to look at this trifecta. So this is you. I can't do this backwards. This is you, okay, feminine. This is your masculine. And what's up here is the higher self, okay? This is co-creation. 3, okay? And this is being creative also. Creative in how you manifest together. So this is about, this is completely about higher self integration. So chapters are closing, and for some of you, this means shifting the way you look at this connection, the higher perspective, okay? This has to do with waking up and realizing that you play a part no matter what. You play a part in this connection. And your fears have taken over for a lot of you. Your fears have taken over. So once your higher self integrates, there's no fear, okay? Because your higher self is strong. Your higher self is not scared of anything. They are high vibration, love energy, power, okay? This is where your power lies. And everything is on point. So when higher self integrates, you don't pay attention to what's going on in the physical. You're like, whatever, it's not working. They're, acting weird. They didn't return my call. You don't go into fear energy. You don't go into that. What you're like, oh, okay. So you know what? I'm going to manifest them being loving. I'm going to manifest them being, sweet. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to manifest that. That's where your power lies. So it's about not paying attention. It's about being in balance. Okay. Look at the pillars. It's balance. Okay. Yeah. It's too many cards. So this is about having strength, okay? Like I said, the higher self is strong, has courage. It's the opposite of fear, okay? And once you have that courage, okay, then you could make a move. You make your moves through the courage that you have, the power that lies in you, that is coming to the surface. So it's the opposite of, the fears, the subconscious fears coming to the surface. Okay? But regardless, it's okay that the subconscious fears are coming to the surface. You want them to come to the surface. But what you need to do is transmute them. Okay? So alchemy is very important when it comes to this. Okay? And I feel like what's happening here is that the closing of the chapters has to do with the way you behaved in this connection, what actions you took. It's a new way of thinking. Oh my God, yes. Look at that. The wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. For some of you who have not done this, this was done for you. For some of you who did not make the decision to leave your masculine if you were in an unhealthy relationship, okay, and it was throwing you off balance, you were really codependent on them, like your whole life revolved around them, this was done for you. There was a very dramatic breakup. But know that it was for your highest and best, okay? Because you needed to realize what you needed to shift, okay, when it comes to your masculine. Okay, so okay, anything else you like to know? Yep. Okay. Yes. Okay. So what they're telling me is once you shift and you get into a higher vibration, you realize all the things that you learned. This is really messy, you guys. So, bear with me. So once you grow and you learn whatever it is you need to learn, thank them. Okay? You will be very surprised if you do this exercise and you say, what have I learned from this connection and what has my masculine taught me about myself? You will be very surprised. Okay? You will look at it at a completely different, higher perspective. Okay? And some of you are going to be in shock. So I want you to do this exercise however you want to do it. Really focus in, meditate on that. And once you know what you learned, okay, you move out of this feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold by them if they're, they left you, or if you felt, abandoned, whatnot. You get out of this guarded energy, okay? This guarded energy of them, because you have a completely different perspective. So once you move out of this, you learn whatever it is you need to learn, you thank them, just like how I was saying in the appendix of a book, you thank the people, okay? Whoever helped you. Then I feel like communication is coming in for a lot of you. There's communication, okay? And it's back and forth. It's consecutive. Look at that. You open up the communication lines. If you're not in communication now, that's what's going to happen. So for all of you who have not, focused on what you have learned, what they're saying is a chapter is closing. This does not mean you're breaking. You're going to be separated forever. What this means is that there's a new chapter that is about to start. And as soon as you learn, you accept that you learned whatever it is, okay, then that is going to start a new chapter, okay? And you will thank them. I've done this before. So a while back, thanked my masculine for what he has taught me. So I encourage you all to do that, because trust me, it will your connection will shift, you guys. There's no way that your connection will not shift. I promise you that, okay? So make sure you do that. So, and open this beautiful new chapter between you two, okay? This loving chapter, with your higher self, dominant, okay? The dominancy of your higher self. Because that's when magic happens. That's when miracles unfold. Okay? All right. I hope this has helped you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have already not. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care. Blessings. Bye.